super interesting. So it's one thing to come in and have to like see what's going on and continue it and improve it. But I think the thing that doesn't get enough attention is that now you have to be the one to say, now we must mature it, as opposed
Yeah.
to waiting for your supervisor or, you know, the prior boss
Yeah.
to say, good job, can you now go mature this or tweak it? They don't even have to tell you how. In the past, that's what happened. But now, like, it's your turn to make that call. And it's like a balance of
Yeah.
being ahead as well as pulling the team towards it, which I think is super interesting.
So the first year, I was really focused on how can I get my individual kind of teams to be working well and be a well-oiled machine. I kind of thought of it in like iterative phases. So that was my focus. How can I have my ethical hacking team like having certain standard procedures to test against? How is that communication to our engineering stakeholders happening? And then move over to forensics or incident response, or then move over to our risk management program. Like, how are we performing the risk assessments? And then as I felt like my house was a little bit in order over a year and a half, then I had to shift a little bit and say, now I really need to focus on how are the teams integrating better? Like, how are the learnings from red team assessments going into our detection prioritization lifecycle? You know, how is, say, product management or program management running certain projects? And if the risk is beyond a certain threshold, is that getting into our risk register, right? Are we highlighting the risks of the risk register to the right executive audience? So I kind of thought of that as like, okay, phase two, now all of that, it's not just independent function, it's like, how do we kind of merge these functions? And that was a little bit hard because I had to ask the team kind of think outside of your lane. And then you also, it's difficult, right? Like you don't want to force collaboration. You want the collaboration to happen organically, but in some sense, you do want to be the catalyst to say, this is the change I want to bring in, and how can I bring the teams together? So that's, yeah.